all the food and they let the babies. So that's why our both said, yes, they definitely, they are very bad parents. That's, but they are not very common here in the Gambia. Most of the time, we see them in Senegal around. And this herald snake, they have venom, but they use their venom for digestion. Human beings, they are more dangerous because when they bite, between 2 hours, if you don't take go to take any injection, you can die from the venom easily. They are very, very poisonous. Here in the Gambia, smiling because everybody is smiling. So we call this one herald snake. Herald snake. And this herald snake, they have venom, but they use their venom for digestion. Like to digest food, whether cockroaches, flies, insects. But for human beings, sometimes they bite. But unless if you squeeze them, when they feel pain, they bite. But if you handle them, you relax yourself, they feel more comfortable with you, then they will not bite. Here in the Gambia, smiling because everybody is smiling. We have two pieces of chameleon gracilis and chameleon senegalensis. So for the African society, we have a kind of believable because we are believing that chameleon, they have three types of teeth. Okay. Like when they bite, one that can kill you, or one that can make you to live long life but very poor. But the third one can make you to be rich for the rest of your life. So that is a that's a belief in for most of the African species. But for the Europeans, they are believing that it's not better. They are believing that chameleon, they are changing their color depending on the intensity of the light, or when they are on the part of the trees, they can also change their color. They have more green like the leaves. Because they normally used to bite. For me, last year they bite me, and I was so scared because I even run and let people around and go to my booth. But he told me, no, every time of snake you have the beating, and I said, beauty snake. He said, no, don't worry. Before even less than 2 minutes, you forget the pain. It's not venomous. So, and at the end, I don't even go to the hospital and nothing happens. So, but that's the reason why I didn't use the beauty therapy. Because if you have the beating and you never when they bite you and you never have it, these sand snakes, those are the more common snakes we can find here in the Gambia, and it's not only the more common, but the more easier to stop. It is because they are more active during the daytime, when most of snakes are active at night. So obviously, it's more easier to see a snakes when there are no vegetation. And the last thing is that they run behind their prey when most of snakes hunt by ambush. So for this sand snake, they have venom, but they use their venom for digestion. Like when they are feeding with rat, frogs, and lizards. So that's the time they use their venom to kill the animals, but not human. For human, yes. Yeah. But not that much more bigger, but little bit bigger than this. There's this one, we call them spitting cobra. Spitting cobra, like this. Because they use the spit venom. So this spitting cobra, most of the time, no, it's not because they like it, sure, it's not because of that. It's because of they used to be in the first place. Yeah. So around in the market, yes. There are so many flowers. open the windows here and we put the food inside so that we close it again after.
No.
Sweetened cobra is because of when we put them together, they can eat the sweetened cobras. And for human beings, they are more dangerous because when they bite, between 2 hours, if you don't go to take any injection, you can die from the venom easily. They are very, very poisonous. But they are not very common here in the Gambia. Most of the time, we see them in Senegal around Casamance. They are very.
Yeah.
This one.
This one. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have tortoise. Here in the Gambia, we have 3 different types of tortoise and different species, different way of living. For this one, they normally live in the inland. They are land tortoise, and also we find 8 of them in numbers in 20 years ago. But on that 8, there was only 2 females, so the rest are the males. This is the reason why we breed them here to have definitely more of them. And it's the animal we like the more to breed here also. But every year they normally lay eggs, but the eggs they were not fertile. So, but this year we have the 2 new babies because our boss put them in the incubator. So now the 2 babies later you will saw them. Oh, like this. So you will see the 2 babies later, and this one they don't used to get much more bigger than this, but they stay smaller. So right now they have 20 years in their age. Yeah, and they feed on vegetables. They are vegetarians like watermelon, garden egg, salad, cabbage, carrot. Yes. And that's what they normally used to eat. So and okay, here we have the baby of the that Phoenix's belliana I saw you guys. That's those the babies. So these babies they are twins because they have the eggs at the same day and they break the eggs at the same day. So they are real twins. Yes. And also there are 2 males because if you look under the stomach it's flat. So there are 2 boys. But we hope to have the luck next year. We have the females inshallah. Okay. And also yes. So they have 3 months old right now. They are 3 months baby, but they can live up to 100 years. Yeah. And the reason why we separate them with their parents is because we see that most of the time when we put food inside the place where we put the parents they used to eat all the food and they let the babies. So that's why our boss said yes, they definitely they are very bad parents. So that's why our boss said we bring the babies here. And here, since we bring them here, when we give them watermelon or cabbage or salad, we see they eat it. Before we come again, we see they finish all. So they feeling more comfortable here the time we separate them with their parents. And they like to live in land also. Water, they want it only when they are thirsty, but they are land turtles. So here we have that's the biggest snake we call anaconda rock python, miliongo in Mandinka language, yeo in Wolof, rock python in English. So this rock python also we can say they are the biggest one, but they are not. They are not yet end. But they are not yet end. They used to get much more bigger than this. But this the biggest one. That's the male. The female. The smaller one is the male. Because of the female is elder than the male. The female is 12 years old and the male is 10 years old. And the reason why the skins look different is because of the female is shedding the skin right now. Yeah. And the male is not yet shedding the skin. That's why the skins look more different. It's more nicer than the male skin. After the male also... So
it's the male shedding now?
Yeah, yeah. It's the female shedding now. Yeah. But after the male also... Because they are mammals, so they will take one leg. They cannot able to swallow the whole legs. Right. So before that, you will shout and people will come and kill the snake. You survive. Yeah. So and after, what is it? If you close your leg like this, it will be very, very easier for them to swallow. So you do this to attract insects, whether or lizard or flies, anything go inside the mouth so that they close. But this one. Okay, all these specimens we have here. I stand here. I think where I stand here. So okay, you're welcome. Gambia Reptile, and all these specimens we have here, they are all here for the same reason, because they fell in the well, and in the well they cannot able to move from the sun to the shade to have their correct temperature. And the time we bring them here, they can stay inside the water for less than 30 minutes. They will put their nose up so that they can breathe. So they are cold-blooded animals. And also, before we look in the book here in the Gambia, we keep, okay? So here we have the baby crocodiles. And these crocodiles, they are all the same family with the West African crocodiles. But the reason why we separate them is because of when we put them together, the biggest crocodile will eat the smaller ones. Because the reason why he will eat them is because of they are all the same species, but they are not coming from the same parents. Yeah. So crocodile, they eat the child, which is not their own child. Like so also that's the reason why we separate them. But these ones, when we release the biggest one soon as possible, so we put the small ones back there. And this is 5 years old and 3 years old. It's male and female, but these two pieces they normally don't use to fight. You see that they are friends because male and female. And so here that's close. After the group of the Galapagos GN tortoise, those are the second biggest. And we call them Jekilon soup cat. And they was feed on cow dung or camel dung and grass. By the time we bring them here, so our boss find out that they like vegetables. So now they feed on vegetables, grass like watermelon, garlic, egg, salad, cabbage. That's what they normally used to eat most of the time. And this one is the male, that's the female. So the male is 19 years old and the female is 18 years old. But they can live up to 100 years and 50 to 200 years. And no, we have turtles and terrapins. So this one is not turtle, but it's terrapin. Yeah, I will explain you that all. Terrapin in English. And also, we normally have quite a lot of them here in the Gambia. Because Gambian peoples, we normally don't use to kill them. So our belief is that when we put them inside our well, you guys know what is well? Well, yeah. When we put them inside the well, the terrapins, they will keep on flowing deep in the well. So that the well is a belief for Africans. So that the well will never get dry, and also they can make the taste of the water to get more sweet. It's not only that, but they will kill the well because they can eat all the insects inside the well. That is the belief for most of the African peoples. And when there is no water, or even sometimes less water, But the terrapins, they will love to dig the sands and they hide themselves under the sands. So they feed on insects and vegetables. They call puff adder. Puff adder. You hear the noise they are making, like that's why we call them. That's the reason. That's why we call them puff adder. That's our boss. That's our boss, French guy. His name is Faju. So also, these ones we call them puff adder in English, dangaro. Dangaro in Mandinka language, puff adder in English. And yeah, and this puff adder. So these puff adders, what makes them especially dangerous is that their skin, the body is camouflaged like soldier camouflage. So the camouflage is very similar with the leaves. And also, most of the time, they used to hide themselves under the leaves. So when they are hiding, it's very difficult to see them, but it's very easier to step on them. And the moment you step on them, that's the time they normally used to bite. So when they bite, it's going to take 3 days to 4 days. If you don't go to the hospital. So here we have egg-eating snake. Because this is because they normally eat all eggs, chicken eggs or bird eggs or dog eggs. So for this snake, they don't have teeth, but inside of the esophagus, they have something that is look like teeth, but it's not teeth. So that's what they use to break the eggs. This one we call them. So here we have this, we call them borrowing snake. Borrowing snake. Yeah. But they have venom, but their venom is not powerful, mild toxic. Sometimes they bite. But even when they bite,